Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Joel Cordero. As an update from Wednesday's story regarding the power plant in Salem Township, Salem Energy put out a statement saying that it was not an explosion, but rather a hydrogen storage tank being filled, which required venting that led to a cloud of gas about 60 feet in the air that unexpectedly ignited and caused a flash of fire that lasted approximately 2 seconds. Out of caution, plant personnel contacted EMS, but no emergency actions were needed as there were no injuries and no remaining fire. As of Wednesday night, the station's built-in safety mechanism, Susquehanna Unit 2, went offline and operators were in the process of returning the unit to service. The station remains in safe condition and there are no injuries and no risk of injuries to the public or employees. As many know about the hard rains earlier today, we are currently on weather alert until tomorrow. The weather alert is due to now local flooding concerns and gusty winds, and while floods are not truly expected, there could be localized flooding on roadway sides and areas of poorly accomplished drainage. It is highly recommended to start removing debris and fallen leaves from all storm drains and gutters. While there is no certain floods, the best the public can do is work hard to prevent any kind of disaster. Not only will possible rainfall range between 1 to 2 inches or more, gusty winds are expected Friday, reaching 35 to 45 miles per hour. Power outages are a possibility, so it is advised to secure any loose outdoor objects. Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo is proposing a new division of Infrastructure, Community, and Economic Development. If approved, the county will create a new division head job and move 3 departments to be under the new division's umbrella, including the Tourism Bureau, Mapping and Planning and Zoning Department, and the Office of Community Development. Crocomo explained the move during a meeting on Tuesday night, saying that it will provide a unified vision for development. She says that the division will facilitate collaboration amongst stakeholders, local government, businesses, community organizations, and the residents themselves. Halloween Town is coming to West Piston, and the police are reminding residents about the upcoming street closures and road safety measures. On Wednesday, the Wyoming Area Regional Police announced that road closures will be in effect from 5 o'clock p.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. The map displayed on your screen shows the orange marked areas of the roads that will be closed, which will be open for foot traffic only for everyone's safety and enjoyment. The closures will start from Luzerne Avenue and extend to North Street. Police are asking people to stay safe on the roads, whether you're trick-or-treating or driving. There is an update on the identification of a suspect from this month. On October 21st, State Police conducted a traffic stop on the intersection of Route 309 and Arthur Gardner Highway. While on the traffic stop, a male suspect rode his dirt bike multiple times both southbound and northbound on 309, interrupting a traffic stop by stopping close by and revving the engine. The operator was described approximately 6 foot, thin build, and early 20s. The dirt bike was a purple and black with 44 number plates and gold spokes. The suspect has been identified as 21-year-old Lucas James Bodner, and the dirt bike has been seized. Appropriate criminal charges are forthcoming. Coming up on WYLN News, we have some important safety information to share with you for Halloween. Plus, Election Day is next Tuesday, and we have all the information you need on how to vote. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. If you were saved by the bell and made epic mixtapes, it's time for a mammogram. Screenings help find breast cancer early when it's more treatable. Schedule today at lvhn.org/mammo.
Hi, my name is Victoria and I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
It's the 47th Annual American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit Telethon, fighting every cancer for every life. Join us Saturday, November 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in Hazleton, or watch us live on WYLN TV 35. Tune in for all the entertainment, and please make a pledge Saturday, November 15th for the 47th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back to WYLN News. This Tuesday is Election Day, and we have information on how to get out and vote. The window to request a mail-in ballot has closed. But if you still have one, be sure to return it through mail, or if you are a Luzerne County resident, by delivering it to designated drop box locations at 20 North Pennsylvania Avenue in Wilkes-Barre or the Hazleton Exchange Building at 100 West Broad Street. Ballot drop-off locations in other counties are available at pa.gov. Absentee and mail-in ballots must be received by 8 p.m. on November 4th. Otherwise, you can vote in person on Tuesday, November 4th at your polling place from 7 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. To find your polling place, go to pavoterservices.pa.gov. A PA Cyber Charter High School is making the most of her time and giving back to the community in a special way that is close to her heart. Katie, who is set to graduate 2 years early, is giving back to EMS personnel in Hazleton by giving out 100 care packages. The packages have the EMS logo on the outside and on the back say EMS, the Invisible Heroes, include hygiene and grooming products, Tylenol, gift card for coffee shops and gas stations. Katie paid for everything herself through summer yard work and completing chores. Katie said that she chose to do this because she comes from a first responder family and she knows the work and time that they put in each and every shift. Her mom is a retired firefighter and her dad is an EMT. Halloween is right around the corner, and kids all around are ready for some costume fun and delicious candy. Trick-or-treating is a fun tradition that has been around for many generations. But what has also been a nice tradition are the safety tips that are highly recommended for everyone involved. Thanks to the Hazleton City Police Department, everyone can get a nice reminder on what to do to guarantee a fun yet safe night. There are bound to be drivers going around doing some final October errands, so there are indeed safety tips for them. Drivers should be alert for trick-or-treating children of all ages and all other pedestrians. Slow down and scan the road thoroughly, and if a drunk driver is seen, law enforcement should be contacted immediately. For the trick-or-treaters and pedestrians, a buddy system is highly recommended, especially in groups in order to get everyone home safely and not let anyone walk alone. Road rules are to be followed always, thus signs and signals should be obeyed, and using crosswalks is always the best solution. Never forget to check for cars, and the rule is to look left, right, then left again. Trick-or-treating is meant to be a family-friendly time, and thanks to safety tips from our local law enforcement, it should stay that way for generations yet to come. In Jenkins Township, Luzerne County, there resides a pub and eating establishment known as the Tipsy Turtle Pub. While watching sports games, patrons get to enjoy burgers, wings, and more while experiencing the apparent best catering. On Monday, October 27th, the pub hosted the Tipsy Turtle Make Life Count charity while having the annual ticket raffle. This said raffle included a prize of $10,000 in cash. This event was given to support the Medical Oncology's Prescription Assistance Fund, a program set to assist in alleviating financial burdens on patients in need. There has been a reported death in Susquehanna County Wednesday evening. A coroner from Susquehanna County was called to the scene on 8058 State Route 106, where the victim was found stuck under a tree. Authorities have started an investigation, which is still ongoing. Stay tuned on Wyln News for further updates. Coming up on Shikshini's News Choice, Wyln historian Chris Fulmer takes us down the path through history with Lewisburg Part 1. Stay with us on Wyln. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
Stop in to one of our 2 locations,
Route 93 in Nescopec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Pete Casalika in the greater Hazleton area today.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
If you're on active duty, retired from the military, a member of the National Guard and the Reserves, or a military family member, you may be eligible for a military auto insurance discount. You could save up to 15% on your total auto insurance premium. And veterans, when it comes to your auto insurance, it pays to compare, literally, because when you're saving, you're actually paying yourself, right? What are you paying now? What's 15% less than that? Well, that 15% means that's money you're keeping every year. Would you rather give that money to your insurance company or keep it for yourself? And to find out just how much you could save, call the number on your screen right now. Speak with a licensed insurance agent. Let them compare companies. Only then will you really know which one is the lowest. You could save up to 15% off your insurance, so it's worth a quick call to learn more.
1-800-277-0198.
Did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Hi, my name is Victoria and I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
One of the earliest settlers on the west branch of the central Susquehanna Valley was Ludwig Durr, who arrived in the area in the 1760s and purchased land from the Penn family. Durr befriended the local Native Americans during his time as a settler, and as such his property was not touched when the natives occasionally destroyed other settlers dwelling in the Susquehanna Valley. Following the Revolution, Durr saw the benefits of laying out a town by the river. In 1784, he worked with fellow local settler Samuel Weiser to sell lots via lottery. Durr went to Philadelphia in October 1785 to sell more lots, but he died in the city before he could return. When a town did arise on his properties, however, it would be named in his honor, first as Durrstown, and then upon its incorporation on March 13, 1812, as Louisburg by anglicizing Ludwig to Louis. It was originally spelled with an H at the end, which would be dropped from the end of the borough's name in 1893. The new community would reach out to the wider world through new roads that would soon be built out from it. The Tulpehocken Road stretched south from the community towards more built-up sections of the state. In 1828, the Durrstown-Youngmanstown Turnpike Company was chartered. Its purpose would be to build a toll road west from Louisburg to Mifflinburg, then known as Youngmanstown. Tolls began to be collected on the road's single toll gate in March 1830. Among its fees for usage were 3 cents for a single horse and rider, 6 cents for two-wheeled horse-drawn carts, 20 cents for four-wheel wagons driven by 4 horses, and for sleds, 2 cents for each horse attached. 3 additional toll gates were at, 2 near Louisburg and 1 near Mifflinburg. Friction occasionally rose up from drivers who did not approve of the rates, and the sometimes lackluster maintenance on the road as well. And at times they would either drive around the toll gate or break through them. The turnpike continued operations until it was condemned in 1903. The toll gates were removed by 1906 and became a free public road. Route 45 follows the turnpike's course today, with some stretches still labeled Old Turnpike Road. By 1830, the canal craze had hit the United States, and the central Susquehanna Valley hoped to cash in a canal as well. Louisburg's hopes were dashed, however, when it was determined that putting a canal in the Susquehanna's east bank rather than the west would save $300,000. Thus it would be Northumberland, situated at the junction of the North and West Branch Canals, that would reap the benefits of the waterways. Lewisburg residents, however, refused to give up their dreams of a canal. Many prominent residents petitioned the state for a crosscut canal to be dug to serve the community. A survey of Lewisburg by Francis Rawle, who had overseen the building of the canal on the opposite side of the river, concluded that a crosscut could in fact be built for just over $25,000. A motion was put in place in a bill in the Pennsylvania House to build such a crosscut. It would be removed and reinstated from the bill multiple times in both the House and Senate, but it wasn't the final bill that was signed by Governor George Wolfe on March 21, 1831. Delighted Lewisburg residents celebrated the bill's passage with cannon fire. It then took 2 years to build the crosscut, which connected to the mainline canal via a pool behind a slackwater dam in the river. The new canal branch stretched roughly 5/8 of a mile into downtown Lewisburg, and rose 21 feet in elevation through 3 locks. It opened for operation October 26, 1833, and proved a major boon to Lewisburg, whose businesses grew rapidly with access to the main canal now available. For the many travelers passing through Lewisburg on both land and water, lodging was of course needed. Several hotels would spring up in Lewisburg to serve travelers. One would be the Lewisburg Hotel, which opened on Main Street in 1834, first under the name Klein Hotel and then Lewisburger Hotel. It would be renamed to the Cameron Hotel after its purchase by William Cameron in 1874. Among the more famous guests to spend at least one night in its rooms over the years included Marian Anderson, Walt Whitman, Jim Thorpe, and John McGraw. In addition, it is believed that every Pennsylvania governor from George Wolfe in 1831 to William Stone in 1901 also stopped by as well. The hotel closed in 1993, but would be reopened in 1997 following extensive renovations. Once more known as the Lewisburg Hotel, it continues to serve travelers today, presenting them with a taste of the Victorian era in modern times. Another notable Lewisburg hotel got its start alongside the Susquehanna as a tavern in the late 1790s. Built as a log cabin by original owner John Pollock, it was expanded to service as an inn by subsequent owner Andrew Shearer. It grew to a full-fledged hotel upon the opening of the Crosscut Canal, first known as the Washington House, then the Spread Eagle House, and then the American House Hotel. The property would be purchased by George Kelly in 1892. He would subdivide the hotel into 3 separate houses and rent them out as apartments. 2 of them would come to be owned by Menora and Joel Kelly, who moved into the property around 1900. When they died in 1935 and 1936 respectively, their daughter Edith and her husband John Featherston, a New York civil engineer, purchased the property and reconnected it into a single building again. They named the reunited building Packwood, after the Featherstons' ancestral property in England. Edith was an antique collector on the side, and over the years she filled all of Packwood's rooms with scores of antiques. Upon Edith's death in 1972, a trust was established in her will to open the house as a museum. The Packwood House Museum would indeed open in 1976, and for over 4 decades would showcase the former hotel's architecture, as well as the Featherstons' large collection of ceramics, textiles, and furniture, among other treasures. Higher education made its way to Lewisburg in the 1840s, courtesy of several members of White Deer Valley Baptist Church, who felt it would be good for the central Susquehanna Valley to have a literary institution to serve the educational needs of young men and women. A charter was granted for such an institution in the state legislature on February 5, 1846, with the stipulation that $100,000 be raised before it would be granted full corporate status. More than 4,000 donors pitched in to make this a reality, and the first classes of what were initially called Lewisburg High School were held in the basement of the community's First Baptist Church in late 1846. The first commencement was held at the Lewisburg Hotel on August 20, 1851. Future President James Buchanan, an early university trustee, was in attendance, as was U.S. Senator and future Secretary of War Simon Cameron. By then, the institution was known as the University of Lewisburg. It had also during this time become a stop for escaped slaves in the Underground Railroad, largely due to the efforts of Professor George Bliss, who hid runaways in a carriage bar on the campus. He would be aided by original university president Howard Malcolm and fellow Professor Thomas Curtis. One escaped slave, Charles R. Bell, returned to the university in 1867 and stayed there as a janitor for the next 40 years. By 1881, though, the university was in serious financial difficulty. Help came from a charter member of the Board of Trustees, William Bucknell. Bucknell made a fortune in real estate and railroads in the Philadelphia area. After his passing in 1890, his third wife, Emma Ward Bucknell, would survive the Titanic sinking in 1912. When contacted by university board members, William Bucknell forwarded $5,000 to stabilize the institution. In gratitude, the school renamed itself Bucknell University in his honor in 1886. It expanded rapidly in the decades that followed, including opening Bucknell Junior College in Wilkes-Barre in 1833, which later became Wilkes University. Bucknell remains a major collegiate establishment today. Among its notable alumni include Hall of Fame pitcher Christy Mathewson, novelist Philip Roth, and actor Edward Herman.
And I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, if you know of anybody that's addicted to anything, Grace Ann is a specialist to give you some clarity, to change their life and your life. So please, watch this week's show.
Wyln TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Wyln programming is online all the time. Visit our website at wylntv.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
You're watching